Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my channel. I'm your host, Asado, and today I'm going to talk about Mountain Pine Beetle, a tiny black insect about the size of a grain of rice that is responsible for the destruction and deforestation of millions of pine trees along the Rocky Mountains, from down in Mexico up to the United States and all the way up into Canada. Due to the man-made climate change, the last 2 decades, the stable population of insects suddenly increased in numbers, starting to cause the irreparable harm to the environment by eating and killing pine trees, doing large destruction to the ecosystem, leaving entire mountainsides barren and increasing the risk of wildfires. When beetles start to infect the trees, you will notice little seeping holes on the surface of the tree where insects try to get inside under the bark. They need to reach the sap layer in order to get food and to lay their eggs. As beetles burrow, normally healthy trees would try to expel insects by emitting sticky toxic resin that suffocates and expels insects and blocks up the holes. But in the current conditions, when we have increased temperatures due to climate change, these bugs have much easier time because the trees don't contain as much moisture to produce necessary amount of protective resin. So when a beetle starts digging tunnels to get under the bark, it produces a type of pheromone that invites thousands of other insects to that particular tree, and together they are able to exhaust the tree defense system and get into the sap layer. Additionally, they bring along the blue stain fungus that they carry inside of their mouths. This fungus infects the sap layer and blocks it, carrying all the nutrients to the bugs and helping them to metabolize and eat sugars from the tree that they need to grow, reproduce, and multiply. The sap layer allows nutrients to spread throughout the tree, so when it is blocked, the tree suffocates and dies. It's the equivalent of blocking off the blood vessels in a human body and preventing the blood flow. While this symbiotic relationship keeps going, the herds of beetles lay their eggs. Then eggs hatch and larvae starts to spread out, burrowing through the tree as they grow, and they pupae until they eventually leave the dead tree in search of a new home. Once the process starts, the insects kill a tree within a few weeks. Naturally, these insects are controlled by a number of different natural processes, including freezing winter temperatures that kill beetles inside of the trees. Unfortunately, the temperatures in Canada rise due to global warming, so we are currently undergoing a drought along the Mount Range, which means the trees are drier. They don't have an effective defense mechanism against insects and fungi that allow them to process and metabolize the trees at an alarming pace, causing massive outbreaks in Alberta and British Columbia. The big question is, how are we going to preserve our majestic pine forests for future generations? How can Canadians stop this insatiable insect? The answer is, just be generous and donate. You can donate to Tree Canada, which provides funding to homeowners, private landowners, and municipalities for the replacement of trees and the recovery of forests affected by mountain pine beetle in Alberta. You can donate, volunteer, or sponsor a tree planting program which is run by Forest Recovery Canada. And finally, support research at the University of Alberta to prevent the spread of mountain pine beetle. For more information, check the detailed description below this video. Some small things everyday people can do. Plant trees in your backyard and buy synthetic lures and traps to protect the trees. Also use insecticides against pine beetles in case if you have a pine tree in your backyard. I personally made a donation to the Tree Canada charity, helped to burn logs from dead trees and plant new ones in Bluffton, Alberta last summer. Thank you for watching this video.